New York's federal grand jury charged Gautam Adani and several executives on allegations of bribery, which they reportedly paid to Indian government officials, which they had kept hidden from American investors. The accusation states that the defendants conspired to bribe the Indian government illegally between 2020 and 2024 in order to get lucrative contracts for solar energy supply. U.S. Attorney's Office in a press statement said Indian billionaire Gautam Adani, the chairman of the Adani Group, and 7 other senior business executives in connection with a scheme to pay hundreds of millions of dollars in bribes and concealed bribery scheme from U.S. investors. Deputy Assistant Attorney General Miller said that this indictment alleges schemes to pay over $250 million in bribes to Indian government officials, to lie to investors and banks to raise billions of dollars and to obstruct justice. Miller also added that these offences were allegedly committed by senior executives and directors to obtain and finance massive state energy supply contracts through corruption and fraud at the expense of U.S. investors. Gautam Adani, executives of an Indian renewable energy firm, Sagar Adani and Vineet Jain, are also accused of violating federal laws in the 5-count indictment. The press statement said, I'm quoting again, a 5-count criminal indictment was unsealed today in federal court in Brooklyn, charging Gautam S. Adani, Sagar R. Adani and Vineet S. Jain, executives of an Indian renewable energy company, the Indian Energy Company, with conspiracies to commit securities and wire fraud and substantive securities fraud for their roles in a multi-billion-dollar scheme to obtain funds from U.S. investors and global financial institutions on the basis of false and misleading statements. U.S. Attorney's Office also said the indictment also charges Ranjit Gupta and Rupesh Agarwal, former executives of a renewable energy company, with securities that had traded on the New York Stock Exchange, and Cyril Cabanes, Saurabh Agarwal and Deepak Malhotra, former employees of a Canadian institutional investor, with conspiracy to violate the Foreign Corrupt Practices Act in connection with the bribery scheme also perpetrated by Gautam S. Adani, Sagar R. Adani and Vineet S. Jain, involving one of the world's largest solar energy projects. Brian Peace, U.S. Attorney for the Eastern District of New York, said the defendants orchestrated an elaborate scheme to bribe Indian government officials to secure contracts worth billions of dollars. After U.S. authorities accused Gautam Adani in an alleged bribe plan, Adani Group stocks crashed between 10 and 20%. Dollar-denominated notes issued by the Adani Group plummeted by as much as 20 cents on the dollar. According to Bloomberg, Adani Green Energy US dollar notes sold in March saw a record-breaking decline. There was an 8.6 cent loss in the value of Adani Electricity Mumbai dollar notes due in February 2030. That marked the worst decline since a short seller report in 2023 by Hindenburg Research, which caused a more than $150 billion decline in the value of Adani Group firm stocks.